Hello, this is Rev.Dore, teaching the science of mind, faith, philosophy, and way of life from Sarasota, Florida. Today I want to entitle this one Beyond Resolutions. You know, it's January 12th, and usually I do a New Year's message on New Year's in between football games, right? But I was on a cruise ship and on New Year's, just coming back into port in Fort Lauderdale, and so I didn't get it done. So it occurred to me that it's okay. I'm going to do a New Year's message anyway, because most of you have made your New Year's resolutions if you're going to make them. And many of you have already broken a few, haven't you? I know I always used to. So let's talk about going beyond resolutions. That's what I'm going to call this one, Beyond Resolutions. You know, when we make a New Year's resolution to ourselves, we always do it with the best of intentions. We mean to do it. It's kind of a promise to ourselves made by our conscious mind, isn't it? The problem is our subconscious mind is not involved in it. And usually while we're saying, oh, I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to treat my wife better, I'm going to lose that 50 pounds this year, I'm going to get a better job, whatever it is, your subconscious mind is saying, you're never going to do it, buddy. You never have. How many resolutions have you tried to shove down here? And I've rejected every one of them because I know that you're not going to do them. So why don't you quit kidding yourself? And inside that little still small voice we call your subconscious, it says, no, 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 while you're saying yes, yes, yes. Now, who has the most power? Your resolution or that subconscious? Subconscious does. In fact, the subconscious mind is what creates your entire reality. What's in there is pictured on the wall of your life as your life. That's the projector of your movie right there, the subconscious mind. So what you got to do is change your subconscious mind in order to change your life. Now I'm going to show you how to do that today. Resolutions don't do it because they're shallow. They don't go deep. So here's what you do. Here's a step. First step. I want you to think of 5 things that you want to change about your life this year. And you don't have to get them all done at once. Maybe you could do one a quarter with a bonus one at the end. 5 things you really want to change about your life. And make them pretty important, you know? If you're a nasty son of a gun, how about being a nice person? If you don't have much money, how about getting a better job? Or maybe going back to school and get more education so you can get a better job. If you're single and you want to get married, how about finding the perfect partner? If you are lonely, how about finding company and friends? If you need more money, how about increasing your income? How about learning a new language? I don't care what it is. Make a list of the 5 things you want to accomplish this year. Maybe you need a new home. Maybe you need to fix up your house. Whatever it is, make that list. And write it in big letters and put it somewhere where you can see it. Now, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is to clean up your self-talk, because right now your self-talk probably goes something like this. You know you're never going to get any of this stuff done. Who are you kidding? You know, your mom said you weren't very good at anything and she didn't think you're going to amount to much. I guess she's right. Boy, it looks like she had it right on, doesn't it? I've never amounted to much. Besides, I sin all the time, probably going to go to hell anyway. That's just a small sample about what most people say to themselves. Or they're afraid of everything. Oh my God, the flu season is here. I'm going to get the flu. I just know I'm going to get the flu. Well, if you say you're going to get the flu, I can almost guarantee you will get it. Because your mind controls your body, and if you keep telling your body that it's going to get sick, it will. Because your resistance will lower, and those germs, which are all around us all the time, can get in there and make you sick. Okay? It's that simple. It's pretty easy to understand. Today we want to go beyond those resolutions. We want to take those 5 things that we put on our list, and we want to start talking about them instead of about what we're afraid of, what a bum we are, how we don't like our wife, don't like where we live, we don't like our, whatever it is we're complaining and griping about. We're going to start talking about the 5 things we want. Hey, you know, I bet I could go back to school. I haven't been in school in years, but geez, other people do it. There's a lady 90 years old, got her bachelor's degree the other day. Wow, why couldn't I do it? And even if I went part-time and I finished that degree, I could get a much better job. I probably earn 40, 50,000 more a year. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? That's what you want to start talking. Because that's going to go down into your subconscious, reprogram your subconscious, and you know what? A positive thought dissolves a negative one. You can't have love and hate in the same place. You can't have joy and sorrow in the same place. The good always displaces the bad if you allow it to, if you put it there. You don't have to pull up the weeds. You just have to starve them to death and plant what you want around them. So here's what you do. You start talking to yourself about what you want. Next, get your spouse on board if you can. Let your spouse know what your goals are for the year. And tell her that you need her support or his support in doing them. Be encouraging, in other words. Don't say, you're never going to get it done. Now, that's the only people you tell. You don't tell your kids. You don't tell your friends. You start telling your friends what you're going to do this year, what's the first thing they're going to say? Geez, Joe, you're never going to get that done. How many times we heard this stuff about you're not going to drink anymore, or you're going to lose weight, or whatever it might be. You never get it done. Come on, let's go have a drink. That's what they're going to do, because that's what they do. What's going to happen to you? You're going to lose faith in your list. You're going to believe it's a bunch of hooey, and you're going to stop. I'm human too. I've done it myself. So what you need to do first, make your list. Second, think only about the things on that list, except for the housekeeping you got to do, like keep your job, driving back to work, keep the house clean. But everything else, I want you to think about those things on the 5 list. Don't think about how you're going to do it. That's not your business right now. Your business is to believe that they are done. You're going to see them done long before they are done, because the Master taught us that. He said, pray as if you already had received it. If you don't believe you're going to get it, you never will. You can only conceive what you can believe. Okay? So you're going to have to believe that you can do it. Now you're going to keep this up until that's in your subconscious, and then your subconscious will outpicture that for you. Fat people become thin when they can believe that they're thin. As long as they see a fat man, they'll never be thin. Poor people stay poor as long as they talk poor, associate with other poor people, complain about being poor, act poor. They only begin to get rich when they begin to think rich, do the things rich people do to the best of their ability, and believe that they can become rich. Maybe not even rich, maybe just have enough money. You have to believe in what you want before you can get it. It's that simple. It's not magic. It's just how the mind works. The mind controls the body. The mind controls your life. Nobody controls it but you. You are responsible for every brick in the wall of your life. But here's the good news. You may be responsible, but if you did it, you can also tear it down and build another one, can't you? If you're a victim of somebody else, you can't do much about it, can you? But if you're responsible, then you're in charge, and you can fix it. You can rebuild your life any point in time. You have the guts and the tenacity and the will to do it. And that's the truth. Anybody can do it. Sick people, white people, black people, brown people, green people, people born in Africa, people born in Europe, people born in Asia, people born on Antarctica, if there are any. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a human being with a mind, you can change your life. And that's the truth. Millions, billions of people do it every day. But most of us don't believe we can, so we never get the job done. Get beyond resolutions, my friend. Throw them out the window. Make that list of 5 things you want to change this year, and then you start talking about it to yourself. You start thinking about it, and you can share it with your spouse. And if she's on board, fine. If she's not, then just forget about her and this and do it yourself. You can still love her or him, but maybe they're not going to be helpful on this. You can do it. I changed my life. This system healed me of cerebral palsy, and if it can heal me of cerebral palsy, it can heal you of the garbage in your life. So start today. Until we speak again, this is Rev.Dore saying, may God bless and keep you, and may your new year be the best ever.